Hello friends, time for another update. It's been a very productive week. So on Monday I had my CT scan to check to make sure the cancer hasn't settled in anywhere else. On Tuesday I had a bone scan, same idea. And also had my chemo education class. So you have to meet with a nurse and they tell you all the good things that are gonna happen to you or might happen to you while you're on chemotherapy. Got my prescriptions from her. I have anti-nausea medication and also some numbing cream for my port access. So I got all that squared away. Also, one of the side effects of one of the drugs that I'll be getting is neuropathy. And so a lot of people will ice their hands and feet during their infusion to help prevent that. So I got me some ice gloves and some ice socks. So we can try to prevent that from settling in too much. And then Thursday, I got this lovely gift. So this is my Metaport, my power port. This is where they will access, I can tell you, IVs. So I've had three or four of them this week. Oh, they are not fun, and my veins do not cooperate sometimes. I think I've had one in each arm and one in my hand. You can see that one from yesterday. And sometimes they're just hard to stick and they hurt so bad, and I just mentally, like, that is like the worst thing for me. So it's so bad. So I'm so glad to have this port. So it's really quite interesting. When I saw the surgeon, he showed me what it looked like, what it was going in, and it's just this little round plastic thing, and it has this hard plastic like button almost. It's not really a button you push, but it's just this area that's harder plastic. Actually, I guess you could call it a softer plastic. And so that is placed here, and that's where they access it with the needle. So I'll put my numbing cream so I don't feel it, and the nurse will just put the needle through that heart. You can feel it. It's like a bump in my skin, and so the nurses will feel where that is, and they will put the needle and then hook up all the IV stuff to that right there. And that port has, you can see the tube goes up into my neck and it goes directly into my jugular vein, which feeds the heart. So everything will go directly in right there, and I won't have to get IVs and stuff in my arms. So just easy access, and that will stay in until I'm all done with it, and then they'll pull it out. So that was placed yesterday. I had a little minor surgery yesterday, and they put that in. He did a great job. It looks awesome. It's a little shiny. That's just the glue. So they've glued it together. He said that glue will wash off in a couple weeks, but I can shower right away. They can use the port right away. It's great. It's a little weird feeling sometimes. If I twist the wrong way, my neck, I can kind of feel it in there, but otherwise it's pretty good. Not too bad. So that is healing up. And then I talked to my oncologist office this morning. We have our first infusion. I say it's my first infusion on Wednesday next week. So that'll be an all day in the office, getting all my first dose of all the things. And then I have a follow-up appointment with him a week after, I guess, to just make sure everything is going well before we keep going, make any adjustments that we need to. So that's it. That's where we're at. So all that's left is like start treatment, right? Everything else, I've done all the things. It's time to get started. It's time to get this thing going. My tumor has grown. I think my left boob is twice the size of my right boob. I'm not even kidding. It's getting out of control. And now my armpit feels like it's all bruised in there, and it's a little bit swollen. But it all feels bruised. So when I put my arm down tight like that, it like feels like it's all bruised, but it's just all the lymph nodes that are enlarged and not happy. They're just not happy. So I've got this going on over here. This is tender because my tumor is like right there. It's hard, you can feel it, and it's so big. It goes all the way around. So it's tender when I touch it, almost again like it feels like a bruise. So I don't put too much pressure on that. My armpit feels bruised. I've got this thing going on. It's like just a lot of uncomfortable. It's not bad. It's just annoyingly uncomfortable. So ready to get everything going. Hopefully the chemo will shrink everything on this side and feel much better. This will heal up and be no big deal. And then we'll see what's next. So that's where we're at today. excited, anxious to get started. Like I said, we can't finish this journey until we start it. So I'm anxious to get started. I'm not anxious to do all the things, but I'm anxious to get started because that just means we're one day closer to finishing. And I know that with breast cancer, it's not really a finish line. It's more of a change in phase, really. So there's always that, they say once you finish your treatment, right, then you just go into surveillance. It's not like it's over. You're just being surveillanced to death. Craziness, just watching and making sure everything stays the way it should be and doesn't start acting up again. So so it's really just changing phases forever. And medications can last years and years even after all the treatments and the cancer is technically gone. You still maintain a lot of different things moving forward. So we'll see. I try not to worry about that right now because one step at a time. It's too much. It's too much. It's too overwhelming, and it's not going to help me. And it's not time to worry or make decisions about some things. So I'm just focusing on one step at a time. And right now, the step we're worried about is chemotherapy. So that's all I'm worrying about. That's what we're going to do for the next 6 months. I will go weekly to get treatments. And then we will reevaluate and see what's up, and then we'll make decisions about surgery. So, but until it's 6 months from now before we have to decide anything. So we're just dealing with chemo right now, and that's it. So excited to get started because that just means, like I said, we're that much closer to finishing. So I hope you guys are all having a great week. So what's up for this weekend, right? So I've got till next Wednesday to do all the things and eat all the things. I was really starting to be strict with my diet and be careful about what I was eating and all that kind of stuff. But now I'm in this mindset where I know that the chemo could change the taste of everything. And I enjoy certain foods so much. I'm like, I just want to taste everything one more time before it all changes. So who knows? But I do have some fun things planned. We were going to try to go to Disney. We'll see. My reservation didn't work out for Sunday. I'm hoping to be able to get there on Tuesday. I know I have some people going to Epcot on Tuesday, so maybe I'll be able to see everybody briefly, at least for a minute. But we'll see. And we have baseball games coming up, lots of jiu-jitsu. So that kind of stuff before things happen. So, but that's it for now. Doing good otherwise. It's a beautiful day in Florida, so it's kind of hard not to feel good. We will update you guys again soon, and hope you have a great weekend. Bye for now.